Oprah Winfrey once said that your vibe attracts your tribe. But what if your tribe can elevate your vibe? It is a lovely little relationship when this happens. And look, we know how much a positive and successful entrepreneurial mindset impacts your ability to be successful. But it can be challenging if you're running a business by yourself, if you have run into obstacles or stumbles or missteps along the way, some of the pitfalls of being an entrepreneur. And so really what we're going to talk about is how you can cultivate a positive and successful entrepreneurial mindset using your tribe to help influence that. So we've got lots of tips for you today on how to make that happen. Howdy everyone, my name is Leslie Hassler. I own Your Biz Rules business coaching, and I work with women-led service businesses to grow and scale in a way that's profitable and sustainable so that you can do great work, you can build a financial legacy for your family, and have a greater impact in your community. And one of the ways that you are successful, or at least more successful, doing what you do is maintaining that positive mindset, that belief in yourself, the belief in the possibilities, the potential of possibilities. And so today we're going to really talk about that because hands down, maintaining a PMA, positive attitude, is really about a practice, let's say a practice, because you're human, right? We experience a range full of emotions. And so it's not that you're Pollyanna, it's that you develop a practice to help elevate your vibe when it's lower than it needs to be for you to be successful. So let's talk about a few things. So I think first off is the belief in yourself. So that belief in yourself and your ability to be successful. This is an innate belief in entrepreneurship. You have those moments where you're like, I'm the queen of the world. And then you have the moments where like, I don't know what I'm doing. And everything in between, right? So we know that this is here, but we need to cultivate it so that it's consistently here. And sometimes our own belief isn't enough, especially if we have lots of signals that are maybe contrary to that belief. Sometimes we need other people that believe in us. And I find that whenever you're running a little low on your mojo, if you will, your positive mojo, leaning into somebody else's belief in you is huge. Here's the truth. You likely have everything you need today to be successful. You just need to trust that. Right? Trust the fact that you deserve success and that success is possible for you and that it is coming and it's just around the corner, because this is a journey and that you need one of those core beliefs to kind of help pull you through. So like I said, if your belief in yourself and the ability for you to be successful is waning, lean into other people's beliefs in you so that you can pick yourself back up and get a little more mojo going. 2, take risks. Put yourself out there. This is not a sphere, your entrepreneurial world is not a sphere of playing safe. Safe actually doesn't always, mostly ever lead to success. I'm trying to think of an instance where I had a client play it safe consistently. Sometimes that's the strategy, like for a decision. But sometimes the risk, the putting yourself out there is where success is. Just don't be afraid of the learning that comes along if it doesn't result in what you think it should result in. So really make sure, because you just never know what might happen. And if you believe in yourself and your ability to make success possible, then you're a little more willing to take those risks that you need to take. So 3 is perseverance, persistence through the tough times. They do make you stronger, right? And sometimes I know for myself, sometimes I feel like it's the test. It's God saying, is this truly what you want? Because if it is, I've got goodness waiting for you, but I have to make sure you're committed. And so I always see this happen, these moments where you're in a tough time, to that bridging the gap from where you are today to where you want to go. Like the first part of moving that needle feels so tough. And I think it's a reality check. Like, do you really want this? And when you're saying, yes, I really want this. Yes, I'm going to persevere. Yes, I'm going to persist. It's almost like, okay, well, I just wanted to make sure, come on in. It gets easier. Those tough times are also the moments that can bring tremendous clarity. It's like if you think about a diamond forms under pressure, it is sometimes those things that we need in order to be stronger. All right, so that's our 3. Number 4, be passionate about what you do and enjoy every minute. And it's almost like 2 in 1 with this, because really and truly, you need to know why you do what you do, why you're passionate about that. In fact, I think our video last week talked about the importance of your why as part of this, but also that celebration, right? That celebratory kind of aspect. One of the things we are talking about in the community is share your wins, because when you share your wins, when you celebrate and enjoy every minute of this journey, that is when we start to program our brain that we want more of it. It's a bit of a dopamine kind of response. But then we start seeing the success in a community when you have people sharing your wins, and they're big wins, but they're small wins too. It inspires people, right? And inspiration leads to motivation, and those are both really important concepts and components of a positive mindset that's really powerful, that can empower your success. And that's really what we want to see more of. Number 5, so my notes say stay positive, optimistic, upbeat, no matter what. And I want to recognize that some days you're less than positive, upbeat, optimistic, right? Recognize where you are. I think that's really important. Awareness is always step 1. And it's really important to say, today I'm angry. Today I'm frustrated. Today I'm not confident. And knowing why. But with that awareness, what I don't want you to do is stay stuck in that, maybe less than positive mindset. I want you to get a rung up. Or if you say, today I'm really frustrated. Well, what's one feeling above frustrated? Esther Abraham Hicks in the book, Ask and Ye Shall Receive, has some amazing exercises at the back end of the book that really says, today I feel this and I want to feel this. So I'm going to do this. It sounds super simple, but it's something that I think is really important, is that you're not going to be able to go from like anger to happy. I mean, that's a really big jump. There's, I think, 10 emotions between the two. You can kind of type an emotional scale and you'll see what I mean. But if you can just go from anger to frustrated, if you can go frustrated to discouraged, and then be able to get one step better, these are little steps that kind of help you go up the rung to get back into a positive mindset. Sometimes though, you need somebody on the outside saying, hey, it's okay. I totally get it. I would be angry too. Like you're right in that feeling, but the feeling isn't serving you. So let's find something that serves you better. right? And those are aspects that you can get when you're in a community, when you're in a community that's its purpose, is to be there to support you, to inspire you, to help you stay on track towards your journey of success. And I think the last tip I'll share is really surround yourself with people who are there to support you, who understand where you are, understand the journey, understand the circumstances, and all the gooiness that happens around being an entrepreneur, but who can also lift you up. One of the things that we have in the Your Biz Rules collaborative, which is a community for women entrepreneurs who are looking to be more successful in their businesses, so that they can build a brighter future for themselves, their families, their communities, is just we have a level called our mastermind, and it really is a small curated groups of people who come together to grow their businesses, to learn, but also to support each other. And one of the things we always ask at the end of our meetings is, what was the most valuable part of today? What are you walking away with? In so many times, the comments that we get is that, I know no matter how much I think I don't want to be here, no matter how much trouble I think it is to get on to the call, no matter how less than positive I might be feeling, I know I have to come, because when I come, even if all I do is listen, I'm always inspired. I always feel better. I'm always get a little bit more of my mojo back so that I can go back out and do really what I want to do, which is to grow my business, to be successful, and to feel successful. So that is really, when you think about your positive mindset and how to cultivate one and really be successful as an entrepreneur, you have to look at these things. You have to look at your belief. You have to look at your ability to take risks and put yourself out there. You have to persevere and really be passionate. Have your why, know why you're doing things, celebrate along the way. If you need to celebrate good times, do it. Like, I can see I'm singing and dancing in my brain, right? It automatically has a good mojo. If you're not as positive as you want to be, recognize where you are and just try to be a little bit more. Surround yourself with people who understand, who are there to support you, who are also there to lift you up, challenge you to be that entrepreneur that you say that you want to be. So that's it for today, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts. How do you cultivate a positive and successful entrepreneurial mindset? What are the tips that we've shared today that really bring it home for you? So that's it for today, guys. I hope you're doing well. And until next week, my name is Leslie Hassler, and I'm with Your Biz Rules Business Coaching.